What up, bro?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Thanks for coming on.
Oh, of course. Thanks for thinking of me, bro.
Yes, sir. What you on?
Not much. I'm back in New York City now. I'm still a senior in school. What grade are you in?
I'm a junior right now, like a redshirt junior at Winthrop. So I got 2 years of school left.
Got you. So I'm finishing up my senior year at Indiana. But obviously with the pandemic going on, my classes are all online, so that's given me kind of an opportunity to stay home and stay in the gym back in New York City. So that's been nice, but miss campus for sure and miss
Yeah.
normal life.
Facts. So are you just working out with or helping out with Brickley too? Is that mostly what you're
Yeah,
doing?
so in the beginning of the pandemic, I was doing some stuff out in Jersey with some guys on my own. But then I'm like a assistant with Black Ops now, I guess you could say. So just been helping out with Chris, being around, just trying to be available for whenever players need. So yeah.
That's lit. How did that all start? Because that's sick, man.
So I coach a AAU team in New York called the PSA Cardinals.
Yep.
And one of our guys, Cole Anthony, when he started working out with Chris, it was probably I don't know, like summer of 2018, maybe it was.
Yeah.
And then he connected me with Chris, and at first it was kind of just being there helping out with Cole's workouts, and then hey, you need a hand for the next workout. Hey, you need a hand for the next workout, and then next thing you know, I was hired as an intern. So that's been a cool experience.
That's lit. Bro, I swear I've seen you in what's that? You know that show that was on when they followed the PSA Cardinals around, right?
Yeah, yeah. I
FS1.
actually
I
never even
see you
got to
on
see
that.
that.
You never.
Yeah, so I never even got to see it. No, every time it was on, I missed it. But I definitely got. I want to find out. I could like. I don't know. I honestly hate seeing myself on TV. I'm sure you feel that.
Nah, bro. I'm sure that's not the worst thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I saw you on there, and then I think Chris Brickley like tagged you in something. Or how did you get hooked up with the PSA Cardinals?
um, it's honestly a crazy story. I don't know. So the director of the PSA Cardinals, his name is Munch. I have no idea why, but I was just a random 14-year-old kid. I called him and I was like, "Hey, you need help?" And he was like, "Yeah,
Right.
sure. Come on in." And ever since then, the guy's name is Munch, Terrence Munch Williams. He's just been like a big brother to me, and he's just looked out for me and kind of showed me the way. So I'm super fortunate for him and everything that the family has done for me.
Yeah. Were you just sending emails, or were you just looking at people's like at their websites for phone numbers? Like that's what I
Well,
was
so I
doing.
think the thing that's different is like shit. If I was you, I wish I could still be playing. Like the fact that you're playing Division I basketball, that's dope. But for me, it was kind of like I just got the idea when I was younger that I don't know if playing was going to be
Yeah.
necessarily in my future, but I knew I loved the game and I knew that I was super passionate about the game, and I just didn't want to give it up. So I figured that shit, I would try to get into coaching. And I know
Yeah.
I was younger than most dudes, but um, yeah, I mean, I definitely wish that I could be like involved with the Division I program like you are. Cause so how's that experience? How do you like?
I mean, bro, I'm a walk on, but like it's still just like the most elite level of college basketball, obviously. So just everything on a day-to-day basis, just you learn something new every single day. Um, just soaking it all up because I want to coach too. So just having those connections from the coaches too. We have a big time staff. Like they know everyone in the country. So like just helping them out in any way, whether that be like rebounding. I rebound for my teammates. Like I'm not I'm not gonna get many minutes. Like that's just how it is as a walk on. So I'm just kind of just trying to set myself up for the future, like you are too. And obviously
Sure.
working out. So did you go to the games at Indiana when you were on campus?
I go to some of them. I mean, I honestly don't like everyone like fucking jumping around and stuff. I honestly
Yeah.
rather just like watch the game. So I mean, obviously the big ones I'll go
Yeah.
and watch, but just like your regular non-conference opponent, I'll probably just be watching on TV.
Right. I'm curious, what's the best experience you've had with working out at that gym with those NBA guys? I'm sure there's a ton.
Best experience.
Or just one that stands out the most.
My favorite workout ever was when Russell Westbrook worked out James Harden. That was probably like 2 days after Russ was traded to Houston too. So
Really?
it was like right when they became teammates, and they were just super competitive. And no surprise why they are who they are. I mean, they're incredible.
Yeah, facts. Have you been in those gyms when they do the fives, or were you not
Yeah,
with them?
yeah. I've been for the runs too. Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. I'm sure that's just how is that?
I mean, it's wild. You don't see you don't every day see your favorite NBA player in a t-shirt and shorts
Yeah,
playing on a random gym in New York, but it's cool. I mean, it's incredible to see these guys up close and see how skilled they really are. It just motivates you because it puts into perspective for you how sharp you have to be at your craft, whether
right.
that be coach, player, trainer, or whatever, water boy, whatever it is, just
Facts.
requires a different level of productivity.
So what are you thinking for next steps? Like obviously you're in a really good place right now and you're just trying to graduate. What are you thinking for the future?
I want to coach too, like you.
Yeah.
I definitely want to be like in a team environment as
Mhm.
opposed to more of an individual environment. Um, but I mean, getting your players better, player development, that's all encompassed into the whole thing. So um, for me, really, it's just about surrounding myself with good people,
Yeah.
continuing to learn wherever that may be. Um, yeah, just keeping all my ears open.
How was the EYBL being at all that stuff?
Man, I love it. I mean, that's kind of like how I came in onto the scene. So, like, just watching all these, especially now, because that was probably 5, 6 years ago, watching how all these kids have grown and are now
Yeah.
some of the stars in the NBA at
Right.
such young ages. It's incredible to see, and it's just it's a competitive league. It really is.
Is PSA the only team you've kind of been with?
Yeah, so this would have been my sixth summer coming up with PSA. Um, but then fucking COVID came and ruined the world. So
Yeah, no shit.
so uh, so that didn't end up happening. But still, like, don't want to miss out on the class. So just the
Yeah.
21 guys, make sure that I keep. Even though I didn't get to coach them per se, just trying to build relationships and
Mhm.
just be there for them if they need a resource or anything like that.
Yeah. You've been watching the NBA games obviously, right?
Yeah, I mean, my dad, he's been a Heat fan his whole life. So, like growing up, he loved the '06 Heat team. Obviously, when LeBron
Yeah.
went, that was a huge time for him. So, I mean, I'm just excited watching him get excited on the
Yeah.
couch. He loves the
Facts.
Heat. Who do
Um,
you
what'd you say?
who do you like to
I
win?
mean, I like the Bucks. I'm from Wisconsin, so I like the Bucks. But
Are you from Wisconsin?
yeah.
That's where
So
my brother went to school.
really, what school? Oh, UW
Yeah,
Madison.
Madison, yeah.
Really? What year did you graduate?
Graduated in 2017.
So have you ever been down in Madison?
Yeah, a few times. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's a good time, huh?
It's that funny story. I actually wanted to go to Wisconsin,
Really?
didn't get in. Thank God, because I feel like everything happens for a reason. Because I
Yeah,
love Indiana and I
100%.
love the people there. So, but Wisconsin's a super cool place.
You working out this week
Yeah, I think this week should be a good one.
over at that gym?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly who's coming in, but as we get kind of close to the end of the season, it seems like more guys are starting to
Yeah.
start the off seasons up. So it's an exciting time.
How crazy is it to see like I don't want to just talk about this, but the like you see Chris Brickley in 2K and then you're like literally working for him. Like that must be crazy.
Yeah, I mean he's the goat, bro. I mean he obviously like from afar he was always a mentor before I even knew him. I would always be looking at his pages, looking at his workouts.
Yeah.
Um, so now to be working with him every day, it's definitely unique, and I'm just trying to soak it all in as much as I can.
What is something that you've learned from him? Like, is there an area that he's like really good at, like attention to detail or like a specific drill
That's a hard question. I get asked that a lot. And I feel like I change up my answer
Oh
all the
yeah, I
time
was just curious.
just because there's so many things. There's
Yeah.
not like one specific thing, but I guess I'll break it down to two categories. So I'd say like off the court, just like the way he builds relationships with guys, the way he builds
Mm-hmm.
relationships with people that work for him, how he treats people in general. I think is just there's so much to learn from that, um, and then on the court, I mean, I think like understanding pace. Like he's really good at teaching different paces, different
Yeah.
moves, different counters, just like stuff. I guess off the dribble, just in general, really just
Mm-hmm.
like a super good teacher, detail oriented, and players really respect him. So
Yeah.
it's really really neat to learn.
All right, I got two more questions for you. Have you done any other podcasts? I'm sure you always got people reaching out to you.
So funny story. So my buddy of mine, like my best friend from college, his name was Josh. In
Mm-hmm.
the quarantine, him and I would always talk about starting a podcast, and then the quarantine happened, and we're like, "Yo, we got so much time,
Yeah.
like sitting here doing nothing. Let's do this podcast." So
Right.
we actually recorded 2 episodes, and then summer classes. Stuff got busy, and
Yeah.
it's not something that we're ruling out continuing in the future. But so yeah, we actually did start a podcast, and we have a page for it on Instagram. We just
That's dope.
we never read it.
And then last one, where do you see yourself in 10 years
10 years.
or in the future, I should say?
Um,
Where do you want to be?
well, my goal is to be a head coach. So I mean, I don't know when that's gonna happen, but
Yeah.
just yeah, ultimately I'd love to be a head coach. Yeah.
Sick, bro.
How about you? Is that the ultimate goal too?
Yeah, I mean, I like as I've grown more in basketball, I've realized I like right now I like more of like the business and the operation side of basketball versus the X's and O's. Um, so I just want to be working under some high level, organization, program, team. Um, and I just love hoops, bro.
For sure, bro.
But
It's crazy because I just feel like the ball, like we don't even know each other, but just like people that have passions for basketball, you can get on
yeah.
a Zoom and talk. It's just wild. Like the game is an amazing thing.
Have you got on other Zooms with other guys?
I've done a few,
Yeah.
not too many. I don't know.